Hey guys, what's going on? How you doing? And gals, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yay! This is Vlog 5, and it's been actually 1 week since I have had my actual hair transplant surgery. And so, as promised, I'm going to give you guys weekly updates, um, so I could give you an update real time as to what's going on. Um, and I've taken some notes. Um, so I'm making sure that I give you everything I need to do. So if I look down for a quick second, um, just excuse me on that. But pretty much I know what I want to say, but it's just to make sure that I have footnotes to remind me to make sure I get everything to you in a fashion where I feel that once again is making sure that I get all the information to you. So once again, the last time I spoke to you guys, I was at the airport and made it home fine. There was no issues. Got back in, and so the number one agenda that I'm going to talk about is the sleep. So, so I've been okay with the revised sleeping method, and I've been doing that. Um, it's going on. This is my 8th day now. The recommendation is 7 to 10 days. So, and this is to ensure to make sure that your head is stabilized, the hair follicles are stabilized, and everything is able to do what it's supposed to do without interruption via you sleeping on a bare bed and and giving your head turbulence. So once again, I stated to you earlier that if you're going to pay your particular money in a budget to whatever you're going to pay for your hair surgery, it would only be for your own protection and rate of return of your uh, physical investment, that you would not only follow this recommendation to the letter of the law, but to max it out. So again, I could have stopped at day 7, but I'm just going to do the 10 days to make sure that I give myself and my hair transplant the optimum opportunity to be as successful as it should be. So, and again, the motivation for me is that I'm able to see from the outline and in these type of situations where things will land when everything settles in, and I want this to be permanent, and I don't want this to be interrupted. So once again, when you start to see this, you will see that that you will understand what I'm saying once you see everything starts to set in. So my recommendation to you is that if you're given a window of a period, let's say if someone says the person that you goes with says 5 days, then it's 5 days. Some might say 7, some might be 10. There's a range. I know that there's a range. So I was given a range, 7 to 10 days, and I elected to maximize that range. So if you are given a range, I would advise you to maximize that range. This way you have, there's no it's ands or buts about, you know, what what your situation is. So my sleeping, it's been, you know, it's something that I know. Once again, the truth is that I know I won't be doing forever, but again, I just have to go through it. And if if you take this procedural surgery, you're gonna have to go through it. And I just feel like as long as you have the neck pillow, and once again, if you have a nice living room chair, I think that would be the best situation. I have not been sleeping in my bed since I've been back home. I've been sleeping in my living room chair because that is the key. That is my secret sauce. I'm able just to sit in the chair, stabilize, sleep, and wake up fine. So that works for me. So I've been doing that. The next thing on this agenda vlog update is the medication protocol. So as of this date, I am actually done with the medication protocol. I followed it to the letter of the law, and it was just fine. And then I had some leftover medication, um, you know. But again, I will not be going over the recommended dosages. Just because you have some recommendation, I'm sorry, some medication that is left over, If it does not indicate, if they do not indicate for you to finish off the medication, please do not do so. If they say to take it a certain amount of pills or a certain amount of days, then honor those days and then call it a wrap. So I had taking those. Stopped taking those as of this video. Today was my last day of taking any type of medication protocol post surgery. Now, there's nothing I want to say to you is that yes, I'm very into my fitness, and so former athlete and all these type of situations. So what I want to say to you is that I also um, have my own personal vitamin regimen that I take 2 times a day, and it's very comprehensive, right? Uh, and so I did not want any compounds counteracting, giving me a negative adverse reaction during this period. So once I started taking the medication in Istanbul, I did not take any of my personal vitamins and supplements because, once again, I did not want anything to counteract and give me a negative reaction. Once again, you have to see this as a surgery and you have to make sure that you take care of yourself during this period. So, today actually was the first day that I started my AM cycle of my own regimen situation because it's important that I need to start to get back on that again. But I wanted to honor the medical protocol to get that out of the way and do that. Now my vitamin regimen is based around my my active lifestyle. I work out very intensive in these type of situations, and I make sure that I have all the nutrients pre and post workout and these type of things. But during this period, you have to understand that I'm not going to be working. I'm electing not to do any heavy physical activity, and also it is recommended across the board that you do not do any physical activity, anything aggressive, anything that's going to cause uh, the process of the follicles not growing back properly. You will learn more about this, but one of the things that they do say across the board is not to do any type of exercise, housework, heavy stuff after. I think it's 3 to 4 weeks is the recommended period. So I'm not doing that. But again, I'm still going to be eating properly and I'm going to be still take my regimen. And also, um, I'll talk about the eating a little later in the negative side effects that I did receive later on. So what I will say is that during this period, once again, I just wanted to make sure that I honored the medical protocol, make sure I took everything and allowed the medication to do what it was supposed to do. So now back to my full scale of vitamins and everything with that is fine. As far as the head care is concerned, um, they did give me a month's supply of two particular uh, shampoos. One is like I would equivalent to like I think it's propofol, something like that. I don't know the name offhand. I don't want to run and break this video to do that, but it's all going to be the same situation across the boards in all the companies. So it's almost like a conditioner. You have to leave it on for like 20 to 25 minutes, and then you have to soft rinse it, and then you put a shampoo, and you do that stuff. So I was doing that every day. I'm still doing that, and I'm going to continue to do that per instructions. And so that is going well. And then also, um, they did advise to make sure that the moisture stays moist, whereas it allows for proper, once again, the growing process. And I think they advised two things. I'm not sure what the other uh, moisturizing agent was, but I remember the one that I got was the organic aloe gel. So I was able to get that from Amazon really quick, and excuse me, I was able to get that from Amazon, and I apply that after once I dry. my scalp with a paper towel and to do that. And I will say that my scalp is looking healthy. As you can see, it is looking nice and healthy. The areas here, you know, and so I'm actually glad that I was able to get that aloe. And I would recommend that also as a moisturizing agent because one, it's natural, and two, you just don't want any, you know, if you can limit any type of chemicals going into your follicles, you can try to limit that. So the aloe, I think, would be the best situation to help aid the regrowth process, the shedding and the regrowth process. Um, Now back to the other situation. Were they any side effects? Yes, yes, there were some side effects. You could probably still see it on my face. My face is actually swollen, but it has calmed down. Like since the height of it. On day 5, my face had blown up like a mini grapefruit. Like all of the forehead area right here, all of the side. My face is still, if you could look at the other videos and look at my face then and now, you'll see that there's a noticeable difference of the roundness of my face and the puffiness. However, that was to be expected. Um, and so, and that was explained that this is a possibility. And so the advice was to stay away from salty and spicy foods. It could be a part of the counteraction also with the medication, and also with the residue of the anesthesia that's left in your scalp as well. So I'm not sure what I ingested, but because up to day 5, I didn't see any notable swelling, and I also knew that I wanted to refrain from overtly salty and spicy foods. And so, but either way, and maybe it's based on genetics because I'm a person that do actually retain water a little bit more than the average person naturally. So my face blew up. The head feels a little tight. Um, I can still feel my head a little bit more because of the swelling. But again, now it's going back down, and I just have to. You just have to be patient. Don't panic. Number one is don't panic, and let it subside. And making sure that your diet during this period is, once again, it's all about just sacrificing during this period. The sleeping, the regimen of taking your protocols of your shampoo regimen, afterwards your medication protocols and things of that nature. So please know that this is a disciplinary process. Do not feel that once again, I have to stress this to you again, like I said in the other videos, if you think that you're going to just leave that surgery table and say, oh, okay, now it's good. No, you have to be disciplined. You have to make sure that you are protecting what they created for you, which is a new opportunity to have hair growth and all these type of things. So they already did their half of the job, and the surgeon. So now it's your process now to get this done. So 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 pretty much along with that. So I just pretty much make sure that I don't. Usually I would have an omelet in the morning. Um, you know, something that maybe might have some sodium in it, because I do like salt. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do love salt. Who doesn't like seasoned food? So for me, just to make sure there's no issues, I have a smoothie every morning. Make sure I have a low sodium snack. Maybe I might have some dates, and maybe I have a low sodium dinner. Just during this period, I know it's not going to last forever, but I just have to do that during this period because my body is coming off the trauma of a mini surgery. So I have to make sure that my body is allowed to do what it's supposed to do without any type of things aggravating it. And when it aggravates, that's what's going to happen. So please understand that you're going to have to adjust your eating also during this period. All right. So I just want to just let you understand that those are the things that are taking place with me. But right now I feel good. I hope I look good. Um, the head looks good. My donor hair is okay. Seems like it's growing back quicker. I'm just gonna just show you a little bit like this right here, what this looks like here. But again, there's more to go. But again, I just wanted to give you an update. I'm back where I need to be, back in the United States, and I just wanted to make sure that I gave you an update of what's going on, and I want to make sure that I continue to give you the update and the real, and the raw and uncut, because this is what you need to see. So once again, remember that this is not a one-way process. It is a two-way process, and you have to put in the work. Again, uh, that's all I got to say at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll speak to you on the next vlog. All right? Peace.